Hi everybody. I am testing out my new phone holder thingamajinger here. So I thought I would show you how I make woven birch bark coasters. So I've got this piece of bark that I peeled off of a standing dead paper birch, and I'm going to square up a side here. I'm trying to go, you know, mostly according to grain, but the way that birch trees grow, the grain is not straight, it's slightly curved. But we're gonna go straight anyway, just because. All right, I've got that squared up, so I'm gonna, you see my gridded mat here makes it so that I don't have to, I don't have to be so exact with my ruler. I can just line up lines on the ruler with lines on the mat. So I'm going to do approximately, I'm going to do 1/2 inch strips here. So I'm just using my rotary cutter. You could use a utility knife. You could use scissors. That's what I was doing before I decided to do a bunch of these. I just cut strips with scissors. Okay. So I'm just going to cut the one just because I already have a bunch cut and stripped out, so alright. So I've got that, and this kind of, the way that this birch bark is behaving, where it's splitting like that, that makes it not good for doing like the cut and fold and lace type birch bark work. So like birch bark boxes and baskets and stuff. You don't want to make those out of the bark that's peeling like this. They call it booking, where you can see the layers peeling out. To do the larger work, you want to use solid pieces that hold together, like that. They behave a lot more like leather. But for this, I just need a few layers. And oh heck, this one's a bad example. You see how it's that knotted area, it interferes with the layers, so I won't use that bit. So anyway, I'm just going to show you how I separate out the layers. So I'll find a spot where it's separating, and then I'll just trying to apply equal pressure on both sides. I'll just peel it away, and I try to shoot for 2 to 3 layers in my working strips. So if I really wanted to, I could split this down one more time. Because there are 2 layers of bark paper there. But I don't want to because I want it a little bit thicker. And then this looks like there's at least 4, probably 6 layers in here. So I'll get it to split another time, making sure that I've got at least 2. And it's not easy. And I do find that my old eyes prefer to have glasses for this nowadays. I was told by an ophthalmologist when I was a kid, your eyes are great. You won't need to see an optometrist till you're in your 30s. So I put it off. And then when I got to 40, I went and saw an optometrist. He's like, you might need reading glasses. I'll go figure. Sure enough, now I do. All right. There we go. I think that's about a 3 layer there. And I'll just peel it down. And if you have like little scraps and bits left, you know, after doing your peeling, you know what those are good for. They're good for fire starters, for kindling. You keep those stashed in a bag with your pine cones and stuff, and you'll have some good fire starter. So that's how I prepare my strips. And then to do my weaving, I start for a coaster like so. I used 6 strips that are about, how long are these? Medium tree size. I don't know. I got all of these bound together because I didn't want them flopping all over the place. Okay. So these are about 16 inches long. So 1.5-ish. And so I work on something that I can pin into. I can make them without bothering to do that, but it's a whole lot easier if you can keep it all stationary. So, first thing I do is lay out a couple of strips, and you can see which side is the front and which side is the back. The top is more white and the back is more red. This one's a little bit more difficult to see, but on this one you can really see it. So what we do is we make it so that everything going in one direction is the white side, and everything going in the other direction is the red side. So, get that threaded under there. And it doesn't really matter if you're right in the middle because you're going to be folding the edges back. So I'm just going to hold that there. And take another one. And flip up those. So that I'm going, you know, under, over, under. And then over, under, over, which is called tabby weave. I have to tell you that because my mommy would want me to tell you that. She's a weaver. That's what she does. Okay, so we've got 3 white strips going across, and 3 red strips going up and down. Now, because I don't want to have to sit here and hold this like this all the time, I'm going to start sticking pins in. And I'm not poking them into the bark itself. I'm poking it in between, right up where it butts up against everything. And then I'll also put pins in the holes here. The little corner holes. And I apologize for my hands being in the way. Okay, so there's our corner holes. And then we'll get our corners in here. And this just keeps everything from trying to flop out of place. It would probably help if I put my pins over here. Okay. All right. And now rather than adding more strips to, you know, fill out that square, we're just going to start cornering these. So, let's see. In order to go this way, I'm going to fold it and see how our color progress is white, dark, white. So we need this corner to be dark. So we need to fold it so that the back side is up. And then, because that right there is dark, we need the next side to be light. So we'll fold it over like that. Okay, here is our first corner. So we're going to pop that up so we can go under there. See, so we've got light, dark, light, and then dark. Okay, so we've got that there. Now I can take some more pins, pop them out here. Okay, now we've got, oh, you know what? I probably should have done this one like that. Oh well. Heck. I'm gonna start over. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to start over completely. Okay. Pull these out. Okay. All right, we've got our corner there. Now we're going to work from the corner. We can do this. Okay, and like we did before, since that one's dark, we need light on the outside, so we're going to fold that up, and we'll go under this and over this. Okay, and then we can take these, pop those out here, and then we can do the same over here, only for this we want that dark corner, or we want that dark color to be on top. So instead of folding over like that, we're going to fold under like so. So we're going to bring that light side up, but the corner will be dark. Okay, so there's that, and then we'll pop that under like so. Okay, so we've got that there. And don't ask me how I managed to mess up where I wanted my corner to be. I don't know. I just know how to roll with it. Okay, so let's pop another one of these in here. And we'll go there. And it'll just give us another bit to weave the next cornered one into. Okay. I probably don't need this many pins. It's just, I feel more secure having everything just laying here flat, not budging on me. Okay. Light corner. And You can see the color difference, right? Tell me you can. Oh, you can. Okay. Go there. And then we'll do this one. And remember, we want that dark corner, so we're going to go backwards. Like so. Okay, and that one goes over, and that one goes under. Pop. And we'll get this pinned into place. I really hope I'm not covering everything up with my hands while I'm doing this. Okay, let's get that 6th strip in there. All right, we've got, that's the light side. This is the dark side. Doesn't really look like it, but that's actually the way it is. Okay. Now we're working to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 triangles along the edge. So we're up to 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, oh, here, let's get this pinned into place. Okay, and then we'll go light corner here, and then under and over, and pin. Oh, we can start pinning over here. And then this corner, we go dark corner, backwards, there. And keep an eye on these because you want them to be laying straight, you know, next to each other, not overlapping. And under there. This is why I cut with the rotary cutter and the ruler, so that they're actually a 1/2 inch, because I end up with really wonky shaped coasters when I mess up on the lengths. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 4, and so we're going to do 5 with this one. So light corner, and then we'll go under. Corner pin in, and then dark corner, go backwards here, and you want to try and make sure that your bark isn't like all dried out, but I mean, I cut this off the tree in November, I think. It might have been October, and it's just been sitting around in my pottery studio for months, so it's not like I've been treating it carefully or anything, and it's still quite pliable. Once you get it down to, you know, 2 layers, it's not gonna really break on you. It acts more like paper. Okay, so we are down to these 2 for the corners, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we want to do our 6th, so we're going to do our corner like we did here. So we want light here, but then we need dark here. So there's that, and then we just weave these across. So we're gonna go under, over, under, over. Okay. Under. And I'm going to leave it like that because I'm going to be weaving this one across next. And it'll overlap. So we got to figure out where we want that to overlap. Okay. So we're going to do our backwards bend here for that dark corner. And then another backwards bend. For that light corner, and then the dark, dark backside. Okay, so we've got these two and they're gonna overlap somewhere. And it's better to have them overlap a couple spaces. So we need this one to be covered up by these so that they don't so that the cut doesn't show up on the back, and then we need this one to be covered up so it doesn't show up on the front. So so if I cut this one so that it's sitting on top of this one, okay, so I'm gonna pop that under that one and over that one, okay, and then I have this situated so that it will end underneath here. Then we'll have a nice overlap with everything hidden. Gosh dang it. Okay, so go there, and there, and there. So now both ends are hidden from view on the front and the back. Okay. So we can pin those in place. Okay. I'm just gonna keep doing that. I've got my light, so I need dark going this way. Okay. Under, over. That one, let's give that a tug so that then this one, let's see. Oh heck. Okay. Okay, so this is light or dark, so we want this corner here to be light, so we do need to do these going backwards here. There we go. We got our little backwards fold there. And that makes it so that we've got that delineation right there. So it looks properly woven all the way out to the edge. And this one. Pop right under there. All right. And move our pins out. That's another thing that the pins do. They really do help keep everything flat and pointing in the right direction, and makes me happier, that's for sure. All right. So, next one. We go the other way. Okay. Under there. Under that one. Under that one. And then we'll be covering up with the other side. Alright. And then we're going to do our backwards bend here. Get her to lay flat there. Alright. Good. You can give it a little pinch. Make it go where it needs to go. And then I'll trim that down there. And we'll go all the way across with this. 'Cause why not? It's birch bark. What else am I going to do with it? Okay. And I could have taken this from a living tree and not hurt it. And when you're doing this kind of thing, you can gather it in the fall rather than in the spring and summer when the sap is flowing, just because it doesn't matter if you've got booking or not. Spring is easier for gathering the really thick pieces. And so, but I've gathered all of mine off of freshly dead stuff. All right. But yeah, I could just as easily just go find a nice sized tree that, you know, looks nice and healthy, so I know that I won't be damaging it in any way. You know, ask it if it's all right. Because if there is damage to the tree, it'll let you know. If it's not strong enough, then it's time. Then it's best to just leave it. Okay, that one, trim there. But if it's a nice healthy tree and doesn't mind a little shave, then you can take your knife and you just slice a little way, slice through the bark from, you know, top to bottom to give it an incision, and then you just kind of peel it away from the tree from there, and you just peel it right around the tree. And if you leave some layers there, it's definitely not going to hurt the tree at all. It's just, you're just giving it a little haircut. It's when you go all the way down to the inner bark, like you have to do for the boxes and things, that you can risk damaging the tree. All right. These out here. All right. And we are coming up on corner here. So I'm going to start cutting these on the diagonal. Oh wait, no, that's not going to work. All right. Trying to think. No, that will work. Okay. Cut that on the diagonal so that it's going to pop in underneath. There. So when I get this cornered here, there, like so. Let's see. For this one, I go underneath here and over here, and so for this, all right, I'm gonna chop this there, and then this is gonna go under here, like so. And then, how am I gonna explain this? There's a little pocket on this side, and I'm just gonna, I don't know if you can see that. See the little pocket there? I can't see what I'm doing here as far as what the camera's showing. So, okay. All right, there's that. And now I just need to tuck in these ends. So we're gonna go that away there, and that way there. Okay, and then trim that to a bit of a point and taper. Then I can go underneath here. Come on. And pull through. And then see, for this one, I need to go that way. And then I will just tuck it into the corner there. So I'll give it a little trim that way there. And tuck it in. Oh, come on. There we go. And there's our last corner. And I take out all of my pins. And we'll inspect the back. Look at that. What do you think? I know it's not like the easiest because you do have to think about what you're doing, because you know you want to make sure that you've got, you know, an edge here that's going over this so that it looks like it's woven all the way out to the edge. You want to make sure that your colors are alternating and that your ends are all hidden. But once you get the hang of it, it's not bad. I'm probably going to try something similar in the spring with cattails. I have some dry ones, but they're really narrow, so I'm probably not going to do it with that. But anyway, there is our birch bark coaster, and I think I'll be doing some denim ones next. So, see you at the next video then. Bye.